choose number 2 question and 3, etc. As you go through SpeedGrader, you just click the right arrow and it'll just keep on question 2 for everybody's answer so that you can get a sense, okay, I've got 5 newbies that know nothing. I've got, the rest of the class is doing great. I mean, is going to be able to jump right into this, so that's kind of just a suggestion for just managing the information and for you to kind of keep it all together and meaningful for what you're trying to collect from them.
Now, what is this that we're looking at, Dr. Scott?
So I found this, I went to Canvas Commons and I just typed in survey. So I imported that in my class because, again, I was having trouble writing it from scratch. So let's look at it now and see if what that's going to look like. And I wonder, it probably put it under quizzes, I'm assuming. Let's see. Oh, survey. Here we go. So let's try it out. They made it worth points, so we could hit preview. And okay, since this is a general education class, what are your learning expectations? So you would just type an answer, I guess. Hit next. I was hoping it would be multiple choice, but it doesn't have to be. What are some obstacles? So you would just type something. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is multiple choice. Okay, number of hours I'll commit to this class. Probably most would say 0 to 3. No, I don't know. So this is how you do it, right? Like you would just... And then, how many questions are there? Let's see.
3 up to 4.
Okay. This is really detailed, so... Okay, I don't know, just... Oops.
So it's probably 5 questions total.
Yeah, so this is where you would do a multiple choice, I guess. This is really lengthy. I think most... Okay, and then submit quiz, it looks like. Okay. Pre-course survey. And then, yeah, so you would see the answers, right? Like...
God, if you go... This is for... Did you just take this just as a preview, or did you
as a
take
student?
it as a test?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I need to know.
Well, go to the grades. Maybe go to your grades.
You think it'll show up there?
Yeah, I hope so. That's the whole point, is how do I find how do I see the answers?
Well, it would be here, I guess, but it didn't show because we didn't have a real student do it. Yeah. So that's an option too. You could create like...
So go to Commons and use theirs.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you would probably have to custom tailor it to your own class.
If you don't feel comfortable building quizzes or surveys, you haven't had a lot of experience with it. I don't know. Sometimes like getting somebody else's stuff and trying to retrofit it. Scott, remember that one time a long time ago, I thought, oh, hey, everybody, there's these templates that you can import into your class.
Yeah.
And remember, Scott, you were one of the ones, you're like, hey, there's some cool things. And then all of a sudden it brought in all that calendar stuff on your class. And you and I spent so much time to
undoing
it. It was a nightmare. Yeah,
right.
It was a nightmare. It was funny, but between the two of us, we would go and research Canvas guides and come back to this and come back. And I found some weird workaround to fix it. But for the average person, I was like this. I felt so bad that I had suggested people use the templates.
Now, are you saying that, because I have no experience in surveys, are you saying that I should use Commons or not?
Well, you still have to rework it for your class. This is a Google, what do you call it, Excel, right? Or they call it Sheets. And so it's a shared doc. I could put it in the chat. And then this way you could just, create a shared doc for the whole class. And then the students would just type their answers. I think that would work, right, Trevor? Like with just a shared doc? I mean, if that... or, let's see, inbox, what are some other ways? Oh, a discussion board, but then... How would you do it on a discussion board? You can't really do like...
Discussion would be good.
But you can't do a multiple choice on a discussion board.
But I mean, you can do essay answers on discussion.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I could use
discussion.
discussion.
It's just one, like you said, you could use discussion. But so my question, though, really, I would get back to what's the purpose of this? And I was sorry I was late. I was in this poker training thing. But so you're just trying to gain information about what skill set they have and that type of thing.
Right.
Now, I don't know if I would use a discussion for that, because you might have students feeling a little bit like having to say, I know nothing, and I have to tell all of you.
Right.
Guess what? Okay. I screwed up, giving the templates to those faculty. Well, now I've got to fess up to everybody.
Yeah.
But if I feel kind of like, oh gosh, am I the only one that's not, doesn't know this? I mean, you just might get students not wanting to share fully with you about maybe how they feel inadequate about it. So that's the only reason I would probably use a public forum like a discussion.
So the second one looks a little better. I shared it in, and again, if you just go to Canvas Commons, just type in the word survey. I just looked on randomly, but this one looked a little more like drop-down menus. And then what you could do is you could go in and edit it, as Trevor's getting at. So see how easy that is? Do you have access to a computer? Yes. Do you have stable internet? Yes. Do you have a quiet workspace? How many classes are you taking? So I shared this one in Commons, and what you could do is then you would just take this, import it into your class. So use that resource link. Once you import it, go to quizzes, and then you would just go in and edit. And I believe, Trevor, you would edit the questions, right? Yeah. So you would edit this.
Then how do you see the answers?
So, hey, Scott, for this one, go into the maybe student view and take it.
Okay. Let
make
me
sure
try
you
that.
publish this first, and then go in and
it's published.
Yeah, and then go into student view, and then take the quiz, and then
take the survey. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I wonder, do you think it'll save it somewhere?
Yes, it's gonna be under it's in the gradebook now. It's gonna be the test students.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be theirs, and so you'll be able to see what it looks like.
Yeah,
okay. So it'll be under speed grader, Trevor?
Okay,
yeah, because it's like a quiz. It kind of goes under the quiz category, but it's called surveys. But so anything like that even if it's 0 points, quizzes and assignments and discussions appear on your gradebook, even if they're worth 0 points, just to show if somebody
let's see. I wonder which survey it was. Was it this? No. What was it called?
You called it survey.
Can you sort
Can you go to speed grader? Can you go back?
Oh, maybe I should have hit moderate this survey. No?
No, you could. You should.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Yep. So I clicked on moderate. It was moderate survey right here. So you would go to the quiz view, click on the quiz, and then when you moderate survey, it should show you every single student who took it.
Okay, so you click on the student, and do you see the answers? Okay.
Yep. Yes.
Moderate.
Yep. Yeah. And then it would say 0 to 0 because it was not graded. Okay. So I think that might work. So in chat, make sure you copy that that resource. And then just import that into your class. Very easy to do. And then once you do that, it'll be there waiting for you. And then, like Travis said, just publish it. It was this one here, just called survey. So.
And you can place that in your, you can place it in a module. You can put it anywhere you want to in your class. You know what I mean? However you set up your.
Yeah. So if you did, your this one was this class we set up for an instructor, but it would be like, I don't know, maybe somewhere near week 1. There's just so much in here, but yeah, I could move that around. I guess I'd have to add it. Let's say I wanted to add it to start here. I would just go in there and what did we call that? It was survey, and I would hit add item, and then it'll just be right there. And it's showing that it's published. So, okay. Yeah, so all I did was here, I'll delete it. I would, let's say I want it to be in the start here section. I just hit the plus, and then because it's a quiz, I would go to quiz, and then it was called survey, so I would hit add item, and then it'll appear there. Yeah. So I'm thinking that one is the best, and I just randomly clicked on some of these. Because some of these obviously are for for someone's class, so you just have to change all the content. But what I like about that one, it's multiple choice. So you could have a.
Where was this one?
How
did you find that one?
I just typed in survey, and it was which one was it?
People are walking. It was the one where the people are walking it's a high shot of people walking.
Oh, was that the one?
Or Scott, maybe what if you search, because it was called I wonder if they did call it pre-survey or something. What was
pre-course survey.
If you search for that, see if it actually comes up.
It's called pre-course survey.
Pre-course. Yeah, I don't know which one it was, but it's in.
I saw the picture of it. I know it.
But did you? Let me just put in the link, and then it'll probably pop up. Let's see. So it had that image, but yeah, it's this one. Do you have access to a computer? Yeah. So if you just copy it from the chat, that'll take you directly to it.
And that's the thing, like Scott's showing, is that you can preview the content. So let's say you are looking for something. I always preview it. I don't just download like somebody's common stuff, because if it's then it's some I don't want to say it's something that's not relevant to my course. I almost did something very not nice. It's not it's one person's garbage is another man's treasure, right? I mean,
right.
I can see that it's going to be a lot more work for me to actually adapt it to my class. I mean, I try to make sure I do, because don't worry, in the past, I've made the mistake by just, I'm in a hurry. I'm just going to start getting all this stuff off of the Commons. And then it ended up just being an organizational nightmare for me. Yeah. And so I always take just the time up front here to check out, if I can, the preview of it. What is it? And then, it's useful. I can tweak it and, change a little bit of it, a few things on it, and it's going to work for me.
Oh, this was the one. See, that was the one on survey. It was the second row. That was the one we found. Yeah. So like Travis said, just view it, and then if it looks good, then hit import. And keep in mind, anytime you import something, it doesn't publish it, which I like, because then you can decide whether you want to use it or not. And the advantage of doing...
Do you import it from Commons? Do you import it from Commons?
Yep, just click on it right here, and then look at the content and click import and download. And then, I would put it in whatever class. So I guess it'll just be my classes, so DMA is not showing up. But yeah, you'll have DMA whatever and import it into there. So.
Good. Great. Yeah. Wow, this is cool. Thank you so much, you guys. This is real. Yeah. This is a big plus.